What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to break down the Turkish getup. I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can because it's a big movement. Let me just say before this starts, don't try to learn this movement over YouTube, even from me. I think I'm a pretty good coach. It's a video. It'll be a good resource. You can kind of look at it, ask yourself, maybe am I doing some things correctly or not? I'll be putting some videos up on parts of this that I see done incorrectly pretty often. But let's just take a look at what one rep looks like. That was my coach, Andrea Chang, at the very end. She actually wasn't talking to me, just for the record. She was talking to somebody else. It's perfect timing. Okay, so the Turkish getup is a series of movements that bring you from a laying down, we'll just say side-lying position, to a standing position. This is great really for everybody to learn, especially for the geriatric population. If you start this young enough, you can kind of carry this throughout life. But even if you have a student that's quite a bit older, a lot of these movements for how to transition from side lying to back to standing, unloaded, are even great tools amongst themselves. So pretty much, if you can do a Turkish get up from now till the day you croak, you don't really need to worry about ever getting stuck on the floor. Okay, so I'm going to start off by rolling onto my back. Needless to say, every single step of this, I have full body tension. Okay, none of this is loosey-goosey. Everything has to stay tight. With two hands, I don't care how small the bell is, just get in the habit. With two hands, you're going to press your bell up till the hand or the arm with the bell is in full extension, okay? Full extension. Make sure that your palm is not on the floor. If your palm is on the floor, chances are what's going to happen is you'll push through your palm and then your shoulder will protract, okay? So no palm on the floor. You can have a closed fist, you can have an open hand, whatever you want. My elbow is loaded because I'm about to go up on it. I'm going to push with this leg, push, 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 until I have rolled. I call it a roll in a row because as I roll, I'm also rowing. And from here, boom. I want the bell stacked. It's kind of weird at this angle. It actually looks like it's leaning. But from here, this arm is going to be over my shoulder. This shoulder is over my elbow. And from here, I've made a column. Again, from this angle, it looks like a pretty crooked one, but I would not be able to hold that thing up overhead if I was not stacked. Okay? The next movement is I'm going to swing my hand out. From here, I'm going to push through. My hand never breaks contact with the ground, and I'm just going to drag it till where I can comfortably put weight on it. I never broke ground contact. From here, I'm going to push through, and I'm going to sweep my leg till I can take a comfortable knee. Okay? From here, I'm going to use my hips to rock, so I'm shifting the weight over my hips. And now from here, I will transition to the lunge. And out of my entire video, let me be the first to say, my biggest postural deviation is I get barrel chested. I lift my rib cage up. It's a sign of a core that should be stronger. I'm also just tight, so that's something that I need to work on just in case it looks like I'm kind of arched. I'm not as arched as I look like I am, but I shouldn't be that. And then from here, I will lunge, step up, boom. So now I'm standing. Going down, I'm just going to reverse it. So let's watch again. I want to back this up for a second. I'm going to put a video up on this in a second, but when I go from this position, what I do not ever want to see is you just take your hand and just drop to the floor. You can do that with a light bell. Terrible, terrible habit. I'm going to turn my leg. My hand will land on my thigh. And what I've done is I'm actually sitting on top of myself. So my bell is actually over my hips right now. And then from there, I can slowly reach out, and then I shift my weight over my arm. So I'm not falling onto my arm. Then from here, I'll begin the sweep. shoulder does not detach. Shoulder stays packed the entire time. From here, I will move down to my elbow. It's okay if the hand slides a little bit. You can watch my hand right here. A little bit of a slide as I go down to the elbow. That's okay. I'm still using that to keep tension. And from here, I'm not going to fall to the floor. This shoulder here is going to land first, and I'm basically rolling down with the bell. Excellent. Thanks, Andrea. So that's what the Turkish getup is going to look like. Really quick, let me just say this. When you're done, don't ever bring the bell onto this side. It's always going to lower. And you notice as I lower, I'm not dropping my elbow to the floor. I'm lowering it down as I roll. Okay, if you ever take a really heavy bell and you just plant your elbow with the bell, you will find out really fast how strong your radius and ulna are. And don't test that. So roll with the bell. If I'm going to switch sides, I'm not going to bring it over my body. I'm just going to take the bell, drag it around my head so it stays on the floor, and then I'll just reverse arms. Okay, that's a little overview of the getup. It's very complex, and I'll be breaking down probably every segment of it at some point, but I just want to show you what one rep looks like. Hope this helps out.